My name is Sarah Rutman, and it's a privilege to be sharing Torah with you from the Beth Tikva YouTube site in Montreal, with special thanks, as always, to Rachel Schlossberg for the beautiful graphics and to all of you for listening. These ideas come from the Rabbi Jonathan Sachs Haggadah. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol haleilot. How is this night different than all other nights? Seder night is a night of questions. There are some questions to which the response is an answer, but there are other questions to which the response is an act. To ask why the righteous suffer is not to seek an explanation. It is to turn to God with a request for action and to discover in the very process of making the request that God is asking the same of us. There are three conditions for asking a Jewish question. The first is we seek to genuinely learn, not to doubt, ridicule, dismiss, or reject. Second is that we accept limits to our understanding. Faith is not opposed to questions, but it is opposed to the shallow certainty that what we understand is all there is. Third is that when it comes to Torah, we learn by living and understand by doing. We learn to understand music by listening to music. There is no way of understanding Shabbat without keeping Shabbat. One of the sons at the Seder is the Rasha, the wicked son. Has any Jewish parent ever truly believed that his or her son is wicked? To be a parent is to have compassion for one's child. A distressed father once wrote to Rav Kook about how he should treat his son who had abandoned Judaism. And Rav Kook replied, "If you loved him before, love him even more now." And then you're not allowed to provoke a child to retaliate. So how can we say that we're going to set his teeth on edge? There's a line in the prophet Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah, that says, "The fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge." Perhaps the child is really saying, "Mother, Father, what does Judaism mean to you? I know what Judaism is supposed to mean. I ask you from the depth of my soul, what does Judaism mean to you?" The Torah says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. We can teach our children only what we ourselves love. To be a parent is to be willing to take one's child and walk hand in hand on the Jewish journey, showing that we are prepared to live by the faith we want him or her to continue. Don't let the sour grapes of life set our teeth on edge. Instead, recommit. Love God with heart, soul, and might, hand in hand on the journey. Hashem has high expectations of us. These expectations are an invitation to greatness.